We are on our way to take a look at a new to us car.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a Toyota FJ Cruiser.
2007 with more than 220,000 miles or about that.
Yes.
So another high mileage vehicle. It's about $6,000 US. And why are we going to see it?
We're going to see it because although our LS 430 has a lot of miles on it and it's got
used to high mileage.
We're used to the high mileage. So we know that a Toyota is, and Lexus the same, right? So we know it can go. We know it can go at least another 5 years. The FJ
That's
Cruiser.
The plan, yep.
That's the plan. And you know, probably on our last LS video, we talked about like how our car is needing some love, like it's getting older, it's got a lot of rust, and yeah, might be time for a new car. Well, new to us car.
Yes, new to us. So a couple things. One, we've had the LS for 6 years. It's a 2001. So if you add 2001 plus 6, you get 2007, which is what this vehicle is. Also, it is a four-wheel drive. Now, we've talked about before how rear-wheel drive, you find a way to survive in winter, but we have a 16-year-old daughter who is about to learn how to drive.
Yes.
And she's going to have to drive in winter because in Canada, that's 6 months of the year.
Yes.
So four-wheel drive seems like a really good idea. We'll see, because it is a truck. If you've ever seen an FJ Cruiser, and if you haven't, I'm surprised. But they're weird-looking beasts. They have terrible blind spots and no backup camera, and certainly a lot different than this SC430 convertible, which is what she's used to driving. I can't say if there's two vehicles that are more different than that.
So different.
Yes. So we'll see what it's like. Again, $6,000, 220,000 miles. I don't know. I don't know much beyond that. How long have they had it? But I do know it's a private sale. As you know, don't do dealerships. Dealerships are stealerships. Even for used cars, they're not worth it.
No.
So won't do that. And we'll take video of it and show you around. I've watched a couple of videos from a gentleman who does FJ Cruiser videos.
Yeah.
And he talks about the body rust. You have to worry about that, especially up north. And just some of the other issues that we have to look for. However, I'm kind of excited because we haven't bought a new car since this one, new to us car. And 4.5 years, Amy. It'll be 5 years in November.
5 years.
And, you just kind of look for something new.
Yeah.
Right? What do you like about the FJ?
I love the aesthetic of it, the way it looks. I like that it's a four-wheel drive. And yeah, I just think it'll be a fun, reliable car.
We are here in the middle of
Nowhere.
And it's next to a whole bunch of Toyotas.
There it is.
There it is.
Let's go take a look.
Alright. I'm going to just pull in here with the mud. Alright. Let's go take a look. First thoughts, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We're in the FJ. What are your thoughts, Sam?
I feel like I am, like we're going to go off-roading. Feels like we're kind of driving a Tonka truck or something.
Right. So what is funny, you get into a truck that is definitely been a work truck and, used for truck stuff.
Yeah.
And it is not a luxury experience whatsoever.
No.
Very
utility.
There's nothing, I better get that seat back up. Okay, there you go. Windshield's broken, of course, because they always are in these cars.
Yeah.
And we're traveling on a gravel road, which we took the convertible on the gravel road, and we'll show you that later because it was awful.
Yes.
But this handles gravel road like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to turn around and then have Amy drive it. All right. There we go. Brakes seem good. I'm going to see if he's got any paperwork.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
All right. Reverse. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. Hey, pretend you were driving. Look over your left shoulder. Can you see anything?
Not with that big.
Yeah, that big
blind
pillar in
spot.
the way.
Yeah.
That's a blind spot.
That is.
This one does not have the reverse camera in the rearview mirror. All right. Seems to be running fine. Had a hitch.
It doesn't look. There's a little rust here.
Yeah, there's rust there. There's rust here. Oh yeah. That's a big time rust. All right. I'll have you drive it back. Ready to drive it?
Yep, I'm ready.
You're gonna move that seat up.
Yep. Trying to understand.
There we go. Four-wheeling Amy.
The side mirrors are really good.
Cruise right. Yeah. I love that house.
Yeah.
It is really basic.
Yeah. It is like. Yeah.
Is this your youth?
Yeah. It's nice. It is basic.
Okay.
It's kind of Jeep-like.
What's your first instinct?
I feel like it's more just like a fun car to have, but I don't know if it's a family car. You know?
Yeah, that's my thing is that those back seats are pretty small for a teenager, and there's no windows. Like you can't roll down the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great work truck, a great hunting rig, but
Yeah.
it's not a family rig. And is this the right turn? No, it's up ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you sit really high up. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I am driving a truck.
All right. Yeah, you do, don't you? When you're back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the infamous B pillars or C pillars. It's got room in the back. It's got another tear there. There's one on the driver's seat. It's weird. I feel like this is not as in good a shape as the LS.
No.
All right.
Especially when I looked underneath and saw all the rest.
Yeah. No go.
No go.
Show me how you open the back door. It's on the inside. Check over here. There's a lever.
Right here? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Can you sit behind yourself? Try to sit behind yourself. You okay? You got headroom? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're high up.
Yeah. This side has a cup holder.
Yeah. No cup holders in the door. It's a couple days later, and we'll give you the end of the story. They were kind enough to say, hey, we'll even cut you a better price on the FJ Cruiser, right?
Yeah.
Ended up would have been about $5,500, right?
Oh.
And even for a 240,000 mile FJ Cruiser that had at least one accident, but had been repaired. It looked like a minor accident. We saw no paint fade. It wasn't a bad deal, right? It just wasn't that bad. But what was our decision name?
Our decision was still to not get it.
Right.
Just because, I don't know, we still couldn't imagine our 15-year-old driving it.
Nope. With that huge blind spot.
Yeah.
And she's used to cars, not basically a truck.
Yeah.
So that was one thing for sure.
Yes.
And sadly, because that wouldn't matter for that vehicle or any FJ Cruiser. And even though I like the vehicle, I just don't see it being our family car, right?
No.
And that's kind of
Yeah.
unfortunate. Like that back seat is terrible,
Yeah,
right? And we compared it to the LS.
We
right?
did, yeah.
So here was my thought. One, with the LS, again, already paid for, does have more miles, has way more rust, right? Leather seats, not cloth seats.
Yes.
If you have children, and I know they're 7 and 15, but they're still children and they spill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are certain people in this car who drink their coffee and don't get a cup with a top on it, like to take the actual cup. Who would that be in the car?
That would be me.
That would be Amy for sure.
Yes.
So that's gonna be one.
Yeah.
Two, the seats aren't heated, right?
No.
Right?
There's no frills.
There's no frills in a Toyota, right? There's no heated seats front or back, and if you remember, the LS has them front and back, right?
Yeah.
And there's no dual climate control, dual zone climate control. So we would then be fighting over hot versus cold because we never agree, right? You always want it hotter, I always want it colder.
Yeah.
And what we realized was we're kind of wimpy, so we want luxury vehicles.
Wow.
So I was like, what do? We don't get that one, right? But if we wanted that kind of off-road capability or winter capability,
yes.
Everything I've read, I know that was quite.
That's a big pothole.
Is the Lexus GX would be great, 470 or 460, probably 470. But even that, right? Maybe what we really need is, like just a 4-wheel drive car, right?
Yeah.
So I keep thinking WRX STI. Amy keeps telling me that I'm crazy. There's always front-wheel drive, which is better in winter.
Yes.
Than not, but we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, it would be nice to keep it in the Lexus family, since we like Lexuses.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah.
Although I'm fine for just keeping it like keeping luxury.
Yeah.
Right? I just want luxury. So.
Well, when you've had it, it's hard to go back.
Yeah, that's exactly it. When you've had luxury, is that going to work? That works all right.
Yeah.
Okay. When you've had luxury, as we learned, you just can't go back to.
Yeah.
Junk. So no, even though it was a great deal, the people were really good. The vehicle was nice. It was a 2007 FJ Cruiser, and that's just not our family style.
No, I think honestly, like if the FJ were the nice one with the options, where you have like the dual seat color, the color,
right? You get color, like it was the base, right?
Yeah.
Like none of that. Like it was silver, and there was no silver inside. Right, it was the base model. There was no extra woofer in the back seat. There was, you can get leather FJ seats, and it just wasn't there. So like it was, the car belonged to a guy who worked in the oil and gas industry. He was the original owner, and then the second owner used it for hunting.
Yeah.
Right, which is exactly what that vehicle should be. We were going to try and turn it into a suburban, classroom or grocery getter, and it's just not all that.
No.
So great vehicle. They were selling it for a more than decent price.
Yeah.
And whoever got it, if it is indeed in good shape, got a great deal.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for us. Although, man, if I could...
we were close, though.
I was...
Because, Scott, you've always wanted
I've
an FJ.
wanted one since the day I first saw them,
Yeah.
right? What is it now, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
It's the oldest one, yeah. It's 2006.
And
It's
I like
almost
them,
20 years old.
too.
Yeah. And that's that. But, man, you look in the back seat and you're like, that's not a place to put a kid.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially not growing kids. So,
Yeah.
no. All right. Everything about FJ Cruisers that you've read is correct. They're super dependable. They'll last forever.
Yes.
I've also read that they're just not great family haulers and they have crappy gas mileage. And all that's true. But if you like them, you like them. And I got a feeling that come the next snowfall, which where we live is always imminent, we'll be like, oh, come on, we should have bought that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, when Amy's not looking, I'll buy a WRX and make our 15-year-old learn how to drive a manual.
Oh, well, I mean, she should learn. I don't know. I just don't see it, though.
Oh, she'll be a terrible...
Yeah.
I don't want her to learn on a car that we own on a manual. Let her
Yeah.
ruin somebody else's transmission and clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, she'll never watch this. All right.
Nope.
What should people do?
Please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd greatly appreciate
We're
it.
not cool. That's why we know she'll never watch.
Nope.